everyone, KIC here. I sort of have a plan. What is that plan? It's gather some more stuff. Why? I can't tell you how much stuff I've lost in the last, well, if we're going to talk episodes, pretty much the last several episodes if we're going to talk gameplay time the last few days, because I've been playing this over the course of several days. First things first. Yes, I actually spent a lot of time digging everything out and putting everything back together. Why? Well, in my kind of testing of things, it sure seems like zombies will just walk on by if you let them. So I reinforced my pillars, added another column here, another one on each edge, just to kind of give it a little bit of a look, not necessarily that orientation for any other reason. And I did add another layer of concrete at top. I need to get some more materials so I can continue to add to that. And like I said, I dug everything out. There are no more spikes, nothing protecting that base. It's just there for the world to see. I kind of was messing around in a new game. I set up a brand new game, new world, etc. All new rules. And I was playing underground in that one, and I found it really annoyed me. I just don't like the whole underground thing, but part of that might have been that I was playing in kind of the wasteland area, not the irradiated zone, of course, because you can't hang out there, but the area where it's all, everything is destroyed and there's really not much to be found. There happens to be quite a few dogs out there. They were just far too annoying for me to handle, so I had to leave that place. So I'm back to this save game, and I thought, you know, I have quite a bit of stuff in here. I really should play this one a little bit more and see if there's anything else I can do. I do have some plans for the tower. It's a little late to rebuild it entirely. I wish I would have planned it out a little more in the beginning, because I wouldn't have made it quite so squarish, or I guess technically rectangular. Where are those going? I'm going to ignore them, believe it or not, because I want to go north. They look like they're going somewhere around that area. Or at least one of them is. No, I lied. They're going to be, wow, kind of along the river. Interesting. Well, I might remember that for another day, or I might not. But as I was saying, I kind of wish I would have spent a little more time planning out the tower instead of just jumping in and kind of placing things. I originally put them down, the blocks down, in a bit of a square pattern just because I was trying to create essentially a bottleneck where I could only get in through one space, which means, of course, that zombies can only get in through one space as well. And to that effect, it works pretty well, but it's not the most pleasing thing to look at. I can still add some blocks to the outside just to kind of change the facade, of course, but I don't know that I'm really interested in that much work. Instead, I think I'll just keep building it up a little bit, and I might change things along the way. I think the way I have it set up now, it actually went out an extra block, which that's as much to prevent the spider zombies from climbing as it is anything else. So I'll kind of play around a little bit and see what I end up with. But we're getting close to where I wanted to go. In the other game I was playing, I started out this way and took a tour, and I've only poked my nose into this building. I have not really looked around it just yet, so I figured there's a good, I don't know, I could probably spend 20 or 30 minutes in here. I won't spend that long just because I'm trying to keep these episodes somewhat reasonable, but this would appear to be the school, the high school, something for this town. I like how it's way on the border and doesn't have any sort of, well, I guess there's roads nearby, but not right up to the front door. And right there you see one of the limitations of the engine with only single width doors, but, you know, whatever. Like I said, I've only been in here for a few minutes, and I really don't know. Oh, that's interesting. I need to be pretty careful in here. Oh, look at that. A lot of glass up there. That's kind of nice. I'm guessing if you want to get in there, then you need to break your way in, since I cannot pick those up. Let's come back to that in a little while. I should probably check these guys just to see if they dropped anything useful, but not overly concerned with that. There's some little fountain or pool there. That's kind of cool. Lockers. This is a pretty interesting building. Again, another room that's blocked off. Although that one let me walk in. That's... huh, okay. Maybe I didn't try hard enough on the other one. I'm kind of hoping to find a beaker. Why? You need a beaker to make some pretty cool stuff. Granted, I don't really have anything that I could make use of the beaker with just yet, aside from maybe making antibiotics. But that would be pretty useful to be able to make. So, it's not exactly something I'm going to bat an eye at if I do find one. Not necessarily planning to, and I don't know that this building has any better chance than any other. I just was kind of thinking about that lately, like, that would be nice. From some of the reading and playing around I was doing, I kind of understand that they're rare. So I'm not really expecting to find anything, and if I do, well, you know, it's just a bonus. Not entirely sure where I'm going in here, other than I'm just trying to quickly check everything out. Or at least check out the places or rooms that look like they're going to have the most interesting stuff for what I'm looking for. Didn't really need to grab a couple of wrenches there, but I'm going to break them down, so it's not a big deal. Here we have another classroom. Looks like there's a door back here. Probably leads to another classroom. Classrooms sure don't have much in them. That's kind of disappointing, but it's okay. And again, I'm still just trying to kind of keep an eye out for things. Don't want to get surprised by anyone. That's the front door. I'm getting myself turned around a little bit, so I've been in that classroom. There's one over here. This looks like some sort of lounge. And another door that's blocked off. Huh. I hear someone nearby. Must be upstairs. Trying to swing his way down here. Kinda hoping to find some safes or something along those lines. And there you go. Look at that. And I have read every single one of those books. That's kind of a shame. Had I not started near some of them and then found a bunch more along the way, that would have been an excellent find. So back in the lounge again. I don't really need all the paper right now. I'd rather take books if I'm going to grab paper. Although I do think I will start collecting it at some point, just because I will need to make some more shotgun shells. Let's see. Oh, that one's blocked off. That one is blocked off as well. What about this one? This one is open. I have not been in this bathroom yet. Lots of empty bottles. I'm grabbing all the food while I can. I won't say I'm running low, but I've lost quite a bit due to crashing and other things, and actually a lot of it I've even eaten because I've spent so much time rebuilding things that, you know, you go through it. I did not plan this out well because I do not have a bandage. So I think what I will do now is create 2 bandages. That way if I do end up bleeding, I can at least take care of that. Hello, that guy has messed this room up pretty good. This would be an interesting building to try and fortify. It's big, so there's definitely no lack of space. If you're playing a multiplayer game, you could easily have, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 people in here, no problem. I mean, this is just a huge, huge building. There we go. I thought I heard someone nearby. I should probably be checking the lockers. Look at that. A rifle in one of the lockers. You know what? I will take the book. I don't need a hat. I will take that. And I'll take that even though it comes with paper because I'm trying to move quickly. I don't need another hat, but I will take some more pills. I think in one of the last episodes, I don't think it was the very last one, it could have been, I ended up finding iron leg armor. I haven't built that yet. I've been, as I said, busy just trying to kind of put stuff together. Or rebuild things, as it were, too. So I haven't actually spent any time on that just yet. But I do plan to build the armor pretty soon. Oh no, this is a good room. You know what? I'll go ahead and grab that one too. I did say I can just break them down, so why not? Holy cow, man, a lot of stuff in here. At some point, I'm going to have company behind me. Have to check out the roof in just a minute here. Cloth. Oops. Didn't necessarily need to grab that. What is it? Urban Combat Book. Pretty sure I've read that one, oh, a good 6 times by now. Let's go ahead and check out the roof really quick. Hey, spider zombie. I don't know how that stag got up here, but whatever. Doesn't look like there's too much up here other than the usual kind of stuff. That's okay. I'm not going to worry about checking all the bodies right now. I'll check you. We'll check the air conditioners. And nothing in that one. Is there another area down? Not seeing one leap out at me here. Aside from breaking the glass there and dropping through. That could potentially be painful. So let's go ahead and go back down. I need to eat at some point here, so let's go ahead and take care of that. And I'm going to need some more water. So let's do that too. And you know what? I could probably get rid of some of this stuff here. Let's eat that guy. And then this one here. And we'll go ahead and continue on. Oh, hello. This is one of the few places we're seeing a bunch of, well, maybe not a bunch, but seeing a nurse around kind of makes sense. Instead of them wandering the countryside everywhere. What do we have in here? Another classroom, it looks like. Don't really need any rotting trash. I probably should take it if I'm hopeful of ever finding a beaker. I might as well have it. But that's okay. I'm sure I will find some more elsewhere. Potato. I don't really know. I have thought about doing a rooftop farm. I think I might have mentioned that at some point. Potato would be good for that. Pretty sure you can break it down into seeds. Well, I gotta say, this has been a pretty unexciting trip out here. Not really finding much that is all that interesting. I think it's only been a day or two since I've been over by the police department, so I don't necessarily want to go over there. The way I understand the spawning system works, if you happen to go by a building before it is ready to respawn and you're within some number of blocks, essentially, some distance to it, then it will no longer respawn. And well, not that it won't respawn, it just resets its timer so that it doesn't respawn. So if you want to get the stuff that's there, you have to wait longer now. Well, I'll check a couple more lockers, and I'm going to call it a day. Like I said, I wouldn't go as far as to say this has been disappointing, but it hasn't exactly been the most worthwhile trip. But that's okay, they can't all be. So I'm going to go ahead and call it an episode right here. I might go check out the police department, I might not. I'll kind of figure it out when I get there, but well, I can at least check a couple of cars real quick. You never know what sort of random stuff you might find in there, like 3 weapon repair kits. I must have come in on the back side, because this looks like the front, the actual front of the building. Yeah, see, this is on the street. I came in through the back area, so that's why there are no cars, and I don't really need another one of those. That's why there are no cars and no road around. I just wasn't paying that close attention. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and call it an episode right here, and catch you guys later.